Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Hey, 180. 54. Mike, 54. Double dog. That's the way. Under 10. 10.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6-6, pull it high. Check.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I got you. Wide, get wide. Hard. Mike 5-4.
Rosen will throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Slam. You draw forfeit. Check.
They go play action. It's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
We got 3. We got alert. Check. Team spill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. All day. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, quarter. Hey, quarter. Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, Echo. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Rosen just getting the snap off and one. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. Watch one.
From the gun, Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Kennedy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit. 41's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On play action, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Monday. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
61. Matchbox lights. Alert, alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Lawyer job. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tart. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Check three, check three.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at his own 9-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
49, check 49, check 49.
Play action here with Rosen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hug. Smooth.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Titans nothing.
So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 55 to mine.
Here we go. One.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, let's get some penetration. Bravo. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Ricky.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We own them. Count.
One. Three.
Mariota. That's taken in by Canale. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Bring it, bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
41 to Mike. Check 41. Come on.
To throw, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Hakeem Butler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Titans 7, Texans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. Monday. Check 99. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run with Connor. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check.
And now it's Rosen looking. Screen pass to Connor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, it's Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
41's coming. 41's the mic. In your face. 41 mic. Take off. 41 mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Mariota. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch the screen. 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 Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Three.
First down, Mariota. Completes it to Davis. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He won't be ready. He won't be
A gain
ready.
of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Huh. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Defense, no gap. 36. 6.
Mariota hands to Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota to throw it. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 24. Switch.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
One.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, I'm coming. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
One.
Throwing, Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 4-1 Mike. Watch the run.
Mariota now. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
55, 955. Hey, eat. Check. 55.
On second and 11 now. Mariota. This is Butler making the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
41's coming, 41's in mind. Come on, team.
To throw is Mariota. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Switch. Slam. Alert flare. No.
3.
On first down, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's third and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, check right. Watch it, divide.
Who that?
3.
55's my guy, 55. Watch the
From the gun, Mariota. He's got an open man. He completes it to Canale. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey, watch the ball.
bang.
One.
Bang. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Throwing is Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Titans 21, Texans 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Monday. What we got? What we got? Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
On the draw, Connor. And an alley to run. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talked about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 43!
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check 50, check 50. Back, alert, alert. Shoot. 80 weapon. Check. Fresno.
They'll run for it with counter, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
43 yards. And the Titans first down.
Back now in Houston. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Strong right. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
One. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. He don't know no better. Mike, 55.
Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
41 to Mike. Hey, tight. Mike 41. We got a wedge there. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Guys, it's game 6-1. Monday. Slam.
Here's Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Hug. Breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Rosen. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check curls. Check 24.
Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard. Well, that 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 3. Check it back.
Hug. 80. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down. Hey, watch this. Chance.
One.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Butler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the whip. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
On third down, Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift. Tight dog. Three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Three. Mike 41, Mike 41.
Throwing on second down. Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You can't stop me.
Third and long.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 41. We've got a wet.
To throw Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tennessee, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500.